WMAL Weekend News. Now your host, David Burd.
No, I'm not playing the guitar. No, I would like to take credit for this, but I'm sorry. I'm one of those air guitar guys. This is the sound of Jim Weider, the Jim Weider Band. Also, Jim is on the line with us at WMAL Newsline. Jim, of course, has also played with his other band, The Band. Jim, good morning, and welcome to the show.
Good morning, David.
What is it with you guitar players? You guys aren't supposed to be up at this time in the morning.
I know. It's all because of Thomas Grooms.
I know. Tommy Grooms over the jazz station, the good friend of yours, good friend of mine. We've talked before, Jim. Now, you're going to be appearing at Ram's Head Tavern in Annapolis February 23rd, which is just, right around the corner?
Yeah, it's next Monday night at 8 p.m.
Absolutely. Now, everybody always asks you this, and I'm going to be no different, because we've talked before.
Yeah, that's right.
You've played with the band a number of years, and the band, of course, for those who are musically unhip, and I hope it's not too many of you, the band has an incredible reputation, legendary band. Worked with Bob Dylan, we're at Woodstock. You play with them now. How did you feel joining a band that was already established like them with their reputation already intact? Was that intimidating for you?
It was in a way, but they didn't make me feel like that. I mean, they were very open and pretty much let me do my own thing, and that was what was great about them. They're pretty much good. They were good old country boys.
For novices like myself who think that we'd like to play the guitar, but we're too lazy to even deal with it, so that's why we play a broom in the privacy of our own little library. Play the air guitar. That must be something, having to sink in with another band, 4 guys. For example, like you play some of their hits like Up on Cripple Creek or The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down, and then you're playing your part. Does anybody ever get when you first joined the band, anybody ever come up to you like Levon Helms and say, "Man, you really got to get with it. That's not the rhythm we're looking for."
Oh, well, you know what? Levon was strong on if you weren't in the right pocket. He was all about the groove, of the song, and he would say that, but if he needed to, but I really didn't have to cross that path too much. I kind of grew up with them being in my backyard.
I know what you mean by that one. Now, when you say in your backyard, now you're from where?
I'm from Woodstock, New York, so when they first came out, all that music was kind of developed up this way. So I grew up on that kind of music and backing up folk singers and blues rockers and stuff, and so it was like part of something that just kind of naturally fed into me.
Now, when you're playing on stage, you've got other musicians on stage with you. Who are you looking for? Say, for example, you lose yourself in the song, because you play these songs every night for years, right?
Sure.
And sometimes you think, I got this down. I can just phone this in, right? What if you lose yourself in the song? Who do you look for to help you get back to where you're supposed to be in the song? And the reason I ask you that question,
the drummer.
You look over the drummer and go, "Where am I? Where am I?"
I gotta have that steady groove, As long as the drummer's there, you don't really have to worry about time.
The reason I ask you that question, I saw this interview with Keith Richards on the Today Show, and Matt Lauer asked him, "Do you ever lose yourself in a song? I mean, you've been playing these songs for 30 years, 20 years, and sometimes you forget the song. Has it ever happened to you where you forgot the song?"
It probably has, but...
But you're so versatile, you can just, okay, I'll pick it up. Here we go.
Kind of pick it up, it's like... just forgetting people's names, all of a sudden it comes back to you a little bit later.
Now, let me ask you something else. Something else I see about you. Master of the classic Telecaster guitar. You have an endorsement deal from Fender? How does that work? I mean, they approached you, you called them and said, "Hey, I play a Fender, and what do you think?" I mean, how does that happen?
It just, I've been playing Fenders for since I was a kid.
I thought you were always a Les Paul guy. I'm just so disappointed.
No.
Okay, that's all right.
No.
Okay.
No.
These Fender guys always get up.
Oh, man, they get together. They're tough.
Oh, I know.
Well, first of all, you got to be nuts enough to play a Telecaster because it's about the hardest one to play. And you come from the town down there that the best came from. The great Roy Buchanan was a big influence,
Oh, yeah.
And to me, he was the best Telecaster player in that style that ever lived.
So with an endorsement deal from Fender, did they give you free guitars and say, "Hey, Jim, would you try this out because it's going to be a new model next year"?
No, they don't. You might get a pick out of them or something.
So they don't show up one day at your door saying, "Jim, we have the brand new Jim Weider Fender
I haven't been that lucky. I know they did it for Danny Gatton, deservingly so.
Absolutely.
There was another one of the greatest, American guitar players that ever lived,
Well, Jim, it's always great to talk to you. Tom Grooms, I don't know what you got on that boy, but he always makes sure that you're on this station, and I love your stuff.
Best.
And you're going to be February 23rd, just around the corner, Monday night, in Annapolis at Ram's Head Tavern. Good luck, Jim.
Hey, thanks, David. We hope to get everybody out, and we're gonna, we'll do some band songs jammed out, and of course,
I'll bring my broom.
Guitar instrumental.
I'll bring my broom and just fake it with you guys.
Are you coming down with the broom?
I'm coming down with the broom.
You're on the list.
I want my solo too.
You got it.
All right, Jim Weider from the band, ladies and gentlemen. WMAL News Time. It is 8:13.
I'm Stephen Portnoy with the stories you'll be talking about today on 630 WMAL. Will he or won't he? The alleged spoiler of the 2000 election, Ralph Nader, will announce on Meet the Press tomorrow whether he's going to inject himself into the 2004 vote. Virginia's Senate has voted to give Philip Morris a multi-million-dollar tax break. That as lawmakers also voted to raise the taxes you pay if you buy Philip Morris products and other cigarettes in the Commonwealth. But that's no longer a problem for one resident of Stephen City, Virginia, who wakes up this morning a millionaire 230 times over. That person holds the single winning ticket of last night's Mega Millions drawing. Stephen City is about an hour and 45 minutes west of here, just north of Front Royal. Traffic and weather together's next. WMAL News Time 8:14.
There's a brand new SUV on the block with all new looks that are already grabbing stares. Introducing the all-new Dodge Durango. With all new power thanks to its available 335 horsepower Hemi. All new room with 7-passenger seating. And all new ride provided by a completely new rear suspension. Durango's got an all new interior that features an available DVD video system. All new capability like best-in-class towing and payload when properly equipped. Naturally, it has all new safety features like supplemental side curtain airbags. Plus, you'll be getting Dodge's 7-year or 70,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. One part power, one part comfort. One all-new Durango. Starting under $26,600. See it at your local Dodge dealer today. Best-in-class towing and payload based on automotive news classification. 26565 MSRP excludes tax. See dealer for a copy of this limited warranty. Transferable to second owner with fee. Deductible applies. Always use seat belts. Remember, a back seat is the safest place for children 12 and under.
WMAL News Time. It is 8:15. Coming up next, just a little bit, our first edition of the Stupid Crook Hall of Fame. And folks, we have some stupid people being nominated this morning. But first, shall we? Let's step across the fence, go into the backyard, down the old Alice in Wonderland hole, look for the WMAL traffic department. There she is with that top hat, Miss Kate Slough, with the traffic.
Well, thank you, Dave. Since we last spoke, we've got a broken down car on the outer loop. It's right on the Wilson Bridge. VDOT on the scene, but you'll find the right lane blocked. Stay to the left to get by, but no major delays as you head past Route 1 in Alexandria and continue across the bridge again. Stay to the left to get by that broken down car. It looks good as you head into Prince George's County. No problems to report as you continue around the Beltway, past Greenbelt and on into Montgomery County. I'm Kate Slough, 630 WMAL Traffic.
All right, we've just been issued sundresses for some reason. I don't know why we're wearing sundresses. Silent Dave, you've got your sundress on. Excellent. Washington's most accurate and dependable forecast from 630 WMAL. Today, clearing in the afternoon, high 56. That's why the sundress. I got it now. Tonight, clear and colder, low 32. Sunday, sunny and windy, high 53. Right now, hold on to the dashboard. You're not going to believe it. 55 degrees. WMAL News Time. It is 8:16.
When it comes to the law, comprehension begins with WMAL's Legally Speaking and attorney Mike Collins.
This is Mike Collins. Tune in Legally Speaking with me every Saturday morning at 9 on WMAL, and we'll uncomplicate the most complicated legal issues in your life.
When the law gets complicated, Mike Collins and his expert legal guest take your calls to help you understand the law.
Legally Speaking with me, Mike Collins, every Saturday morning at 9 here on News Talk 630 WMAL.
Winter is still here, and ice and snow and freezing rain can ruin your gutters in your home. But luckily, I've been able to avoid this problem by getting the Gutter Helmet system. Thanks to Gutter Helmet, I haven't had a problem with my gutters for over 6 years now. You know, Gutter Helmet will eliminate your gutter cleaning problems once and for all. No more ice dams, falling branches, or other debris that cause hazardous clogs to form in your gutters. See firsthand for yourself when you visit me at the Gutter Helmet display at the Chantilly Home and Garden Show from noon until 2 on Saturday, February 28th. Remember, by keeping you off the roof and cleaning cleaning gutters yourself, you stay out of harm's way, too. Call for your free no-obligation demonstration at 1-888-5HELMET. Appointments will book up fast, so call now. The number again is 1-888-5HELMET, or visit their website at harryhelmet.com. Mention the mascot, Harry Helmet, and Gutter Helmet will take $100 off your job. Remember, the telephone number to call is 1-888-5HELMET. For the amazing gutter helmet system, it really does work.
Gutter helmet, never clean your gutters again.
Dear Melwood, I'm writing to tell you about a family member with a disability who owes a lot to Melwood. Me. 5 years ago, I was at rock bottom.
And so do phone calls from anyone willing to donate their good used vehicle to a most worthy cause. Your donation is tax deductible.
Interest levels are once again back to the record lows of last year. The number again, 301-424-7901. And you too can catch the dream of home ownership with an A. Anderson Scott mortgage.
The WMAL Weekend News returns in a moment on News Talk 630 WMAL.
We're on the hunt for a guy cops say might have been a secret agent, but is definitely a killer. I'm John Walsh, and the details are on America's Most Wanted. And Scott sounds like a sophisticated guy.
This is the WMAL Weekend News. Now your host, David Burd.
WMAL News Time, 8:22. Yes. And here we go. Our very first edition of the Stupid Crook Hall of Fame. We have a couple of nominees. Ready? Here we go. Bradley Galen, 35 of Marlboro, Monmouth County, was arrested at 2:48 p.m. last Thursday. That's right. Police said Galen had come to the police station looking for an accident report, but could not obtain one because the records department was off for Lincoln's birthday. He then requested a piece of paper from the East Brunswick lieutenant who was at the front desk. He was going to write down what report he wanted from the records people, said the lieutenant. However, the man then reached into his pocket, pulled out a small plastic bag containing a white powder. Several police officers then confronted Galen and arrested him. In addition to the powder substance suspected to be cocaine, police said they found a Percocet tablet without a prescription in his possession. Yes, he was charged with possession of a controlled dangerous substance and released on his own recognizance. Yes, he's stupid, friends. Let's go to page 2, shall we? Fight broke out in Fredericksburg, Virginia. Authorities say the fight started when the victim, Michael Clapp, 38, discovered a bottle of medicine was missing from his Townsend Boulevard apartment Wednesday night. Clapp suspected his neighbor, 27-year-old Rodney, and went next door to confront him around 7:15. Police spokesman Jim said, now when he did, police said, Prophet knocked Clapp to the ground, then pulled off his artificial leg and struck him with it several times. Yes, at some point, Mr. Clapp was able to grab his leg back, get back to his apartment, and call 911. Police charged Prophet with felonious assault and petty larceny.